Today I'm excited to share with you guys 10 beauty products that I cannot live without. So that's a tag that I've been seeing going around for the last few months. And so I thought I would just share my top 10 things that are my holy grail makeup products that I just cannot live without. So let's go ahead and get started. So these are going to be in no particular order, but these are definitely 10 things that I always have to have. And the first thing is going to be this CC cream by E.L.F. It's the E.L.F. Camo CC cream. And it has an SPF of 30 sunscreen in here, has collagen peptides and niacinamide. I love this. I love the way that it makes my face feel. So it's full coverage for me. So I use this even though it's a CC cream instead of a foundation. And this is always in my everyday makeup bag. I get the light 210N color and I just absolutely love this. And I always have an extra one. So as soon as I open up one of these, I grab another one because I don't want to run out of these. So literally this is the best foundation for me. I love that it has a full coverage and it's got the niacinamide, peptides, collagen, everything that you're going to need to make your skin feel very plump. So definitely this is something I always have and I always have a backup as well. The next thing is going to be this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Protecting Micro Powder. I have it in shade number 1, which is a very light shade, but this is so good to put on over your concealer. So when you have that mature skin, because I am over 40, and then you have those little fine line and those creases, when you put your concealer on, then this is really good to apply with the brush over top of that. And I apply it all over, but I really like to concentrate and press it into the area under the eyes because I think that it is really good about smoothing it out and it makes it look really flawless. Like the name says, it's a flawless finish and it really does help to not have any cakiness or show those fine lines under your eyes. So one of my go-to concealers all the time is from Maybelline and it is the Instant Age Rewind Correcting Multi-Usage. Now this is actually just the brightening, so it's the brightener number 160, but then I also use the color, like I think Ivory is my color. I'm actually out of it right now. I have to go to the store to purchase it, but I always put the brightener on and I actually do a 2-step. So I'll put the brightener on first and I love it because it has a sponge applicator. So you just twist this and then you know how much product is in here. So you can see when it gets closer to the bottom and you could go ahead and repurchase. This is just the brightening. So I will just put it on underneath and I love the sponge applicator because it makes it super easy. But then again, I do take a brush to just kind of even that out, or sometimes I'll use the smallest corner of a beauty blender and even that out. So now I'm just using the brightener, but normally I will use the brightener and then add whatever color matches my skin tone. And I think the brightener is really good for canceling out with that pink and correcting any of the dark circles that you have under your eyes. So that's why I really love to always have this brightener. And that's why this is in the list, because the brightener is the first step that I usually use. And then I'll use a color over top of it. So next up is going to be these lip glosses from Maybelline. They are the Lifter Gloss and they have hyaluronic acid in them. They are so good, you guys, that I just have all kinds of colors. And then they came out with a new thing. So this is the original Lifter Gloss and I have it in the colors number 13 Ruby, 21 Gummy Bear, and 4 Silk. And I actually have 2 of the silk ones because I don't want to run out of those. I was almost out of this one, so I wanted to pick up another one. But my absolute favorite out of these 4 is the Ruby. This is the one that I put over top of my lipstick, which you'll see in just a minute, my favorite lipstick. That beautiful color. So that is the Ruby. And then the Bubblegum's a real fun pink color that I like to include sometimes. It's a little bit more sheer, so you can see the bubblegum color right here. But this, guys, is some of the best stuff. I always put this over top of my lipstick that I'll show you in just a moment. That's my holy grail lipstick I always have to have on hand. So the Maybelline Lifter Gloss is really affordable at the drugstore as well. So they've come out with like a new formula that I just saw at the drugstore, and it's the Plump. So it's the Lifter Plump, and it says it has Maxi Lip, Chili Pepper. When you put this on, it does have a little bit of a sting. So I picked this up in 2 colors because I wanted to try it out. So I got the number 5 Peach Fever, and then I got the number 1 Blush Blaze. And I really like this. I feel like when I'm getting that burning sensation, that's really plumping my lips. So this one is really nice. And let me just put this one on here so you can see how a little bit darker that this one is. This is the Peach Fever, I think it is. Yeah, Peach Fever. And then the other color that I got in the Plump was the Blush Blaze. And so this is really good because even though the other original have the hyaluronic acid, this has that chili pepper in here that just gives that sting feeling to really plump those lips up. So here is the last one that is the Blush Blaze. So the bottom two are the Lifter Plump, but these are so good, you guys. I always have these and I always top over my lipstick of choice. So here's the lipstick I have all the time. Any of the videos that you see me in, this is the lipstick I have. And then I have the Lifter Gloss and the Ruby over top of this. So this is from Charlotte Tilbury and it's the Hot Lips 2. And this is Dance Floor Princess. Oh my gosh, you can see how I use this all the time. And I've already bought another one. I have it for when this one runs out. And I have lots of lipstick colors, but this one is just by far my favorite one. It comes in a cute little packaging too with this like leopard print, but this is the Hot Lips 2 formula, not the Matte Revolution, but gosh, this is so good, you guys. It is like literally just such a flattering neutral that is going to go on all kinds of skin tones. So this is definitely my lipstick of choice. I use it all the time. It's literally all you ever see me in when you see these videos. So next up, I have to share my favorite eyeliner, and it is from Maybelline. It is the Unstoppable, and I always get espresso. I don't usually like to use black because it's a little bit harsh, so I do usually use a brown tone, but this, you guys, glides on so well. Look how easy that was, and you can go over it a couple of times and deepen the look up, but it's such a nice eyeliner. It's real smooth. I don't really have any kind of problems wearing it all day with it smudging or running or anything like that, but love the espresso color. Always pick it up and always have one of these on hand as well. I will use other eyeliners, but this one I always have on hand because it's just very affordable and it's smooth and easy to put on. So next up is going to be a blush that I want to share with you, and it's the blush that I have on now. I just think it's really good for a lot of the skin tones out there, and it is from Milani, and it's the Luminoso number 5. This stuff lasts forever. You guys, I've been using this forever. I've even broken the little thing off because I travel with it all the time, but it's really neat because if you do want to travel with this, it also has, which I never use, but it has a mirror down here and also a little brush that goes with it, but of course I have my own brush that I want to use with that, so I don't usually use that, but it's real neat if you did want to. It's very compact, but this color is a really pretty, just fix my little thing here where it's broken, peachy pink color, and I think it's just a really universally flattering color, so that's what I always have on when you see me in these videos. This is the blush that I always go to, so this is definitely a holy grail of mine. I cannot talk about beauty favorites without talking about my favorite highlighter out there. And it is from Charlotte Tilbury. It's a little bit pricey for a highlighter, but it lasts a long time. The application is so good on this. So this is one that I actually just picked up and started using. I have been using the Spotlight color for a long time. I think it gives it that golden champagne-y glow. Now this one is Pillow Talk, which gives it a little bit of more of a pink tone. And this is the second bottle that I have picked up of this one. So either one of them, either the Spotlight or the Pillow Talk are really good. So they do come in this. That's what I was saying is I've just recently started using this one because I used my last one up. But this has more of a pinky illumination to it. So you can see this is what I have on right now. So I just dab this on, and I guess I'll dab some more on, and I'll be really highlighted here. But you just dab it on right here. And then I like to use my Real Techniques highlighter brush and just kind of smooth it in a little bit. So it's really great to apply it with this. So you can kind of just put it where you want to, but then just kind of smooth it in and spread it out a little bit with this one. So this is definitely the highlighter. I put it right here, also put it at the bridge of my nose, and then I also put it right up here at the eyebrow bone to give a little bit of height to my eyes as well. But I love this because it's a twist cap. So you've got to make sure though that you twist it back and turn it off, otherwise it can get really messy. And by the time that you end up finishing these, they can be a little bit messy up here and be all over the place. But as long as you turn it back to off, it's not going to get all over your makeup bag or anything like that. But I love the application of this, and just the look of the highlighter is so good. I just love how it gives you that candlelight glow. So this is the Pillow Talk, which is the one that I just put on there for you right here. This one and Spotlight are two of my favorite ones. Now Pillow Talk also comes in, I think, a medium for more darker skin tones. But if you have a lighter skin tone, you're going to want to use the regular Pillow Talk. But if you do have that darker skin tone, the Pillow Talk medium or dark, I think it is, works really well for darker skin tones as well. So this is really a great highlighter. So I tried to narrow down to one eye palette that I use all the time, and if I could only have one because I have many. But I love this formula, and the color is probably going to be the best one that I would say if I could only have one eye palette, this would be it, because it would give you a great neutral look. So this is from Natasha Denona, and it's the Mini Nude palette. So really pretty colors in this one if you want just a basic everyday look. So normally what I do is I put this all over my eyelid, and then I use this color right here on my crease, And then I'll put this lightest color on the inner color. I'll just kind of dab it and put it in the inner corner of my eye. And then I always like to put this one on the outer corner of my eye as well. So I use all the colors, and sometimes I will occasionally take a smudger and use this for an eyeliner under the Maybelline Espresso eyeliner that I showed you. So you can get a different dimension, so you can have a little bit of the shadow and then the liner over top of that as well, just to give your eye a little bit of a different look. But if I could only pick one eye palette, it would be this one, because the neutral palette of this one, so you could get your everyday looks. But definitely just a great formula. Natasha Denona has some great ones, and the 5-pack is really good because you can put it in a travel toiletry bag or makeup bag and take it with you if you want to do that. And it's easy and just really compact to take with you, or you can use this in your everyday bag. But this is definitely good. Natasha Denona is not a drugstore brand. It's a little bit pricier, but the formula just cannot be beat on these eye palettes. So the last thing I want to share with you is really not a makeup product, but I'm telling you, it's my top 10 beauty, because this goes on my body every single day, and it's just amazing. It's a game changer. And it's CeraVe's Moisturizing Cream. Not the lotion, but the cream. I started using this back when my 10-year-old was a baby. He had eczema so bad, and we could not relieve all his itchiness and everything. So we tried this on a recommendation of the pediatric dermatologist, and it cleared up his eczema, and it made him so good. So I actually always had this on hand, at least 2 jars of this, so we would not run out, because I had to put it on his body twice a day, every single day. Then I ran out of my lotion that I loved, and so I tried it on my body, and I have not gone back to any other lotion since this. This is such good stuff, you guys. So if you do have eczema or psoriasis or any of those itchy skin problems, try this. This is what I always recommend to people when they call me and ask me what to do about their kid that has eczema, because they knew about the problem with my oldest and how bad his eczema was, and that we tried everything before we finally found this, and this was a game changer for his skin. And so I love this so much, you guys. Even if you don't have problems with your skin, this is so moisturizing and thick. So I always have at least 2 to 3 tubs of this, and as you can see, this one's almost empty, but it's such a thick moisturizing cream. I don't like the lotion as much as I do the cream. I just think this is so good. You can put this on dry, patchy parts of your body, or you can slather it over your entire body, which is what I always do. I put this everywhere. You can actually use this as a moisturizer for your face as well if you want to, but I do use a CeraVe moisturizing cream that I use that has similar ingredients to this one, so you can use this over your entire body from head to toe. It is so good, you guys, and it's really good on those really dry patches as well. So this is definitely something that I have had as a holy grail product, beauty product, for at least the last 10 years. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. This was really fun for me to do. If you would like to see a top 10 skincare from me, because I do love skincare. I've been so passionate about it since I was 19 years old. So I have really tried to find some things that's great for anti-aging and that's good for sensitive skin, fragrance-free. And then also let me know what your favorite beauty product is as well, because I'm always liking to try new things, and maybe it'll be something that I could try as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also, I would love to have you consider hitting that subscribe button. I do weekly videos on fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. I hope to see you in my next video, and until then, I hope you have a wonderful day.